So, good day, Mr. Sriram. It's an honor to have you back on Southside FM's airwaves and for me personally on Youth Unplugged. How are you doing?
Good to speak to you again. I'm doing really well. How's your day going?
It's going good. Okay, so Southside FM is celebrating their first birthday today. So it's a very special moment. I know the last time I chatted it was my birthday. Now it's another special birthday and we're turning number 1.
Awesome, awesome. My hearty congratulations and sending a lot of love to all the listeners. Happy 1 year.
Oh, thank you so much. Now, from the last time we chatted in December, you spoke about wanting to come to South Africa. Now, Woodmark Events, South Africa, and most importantly, I must say, you have made that possible. Excited about the 17th of June?
Yeah, I can't wait to be out there. This will be my first time ever in South Africa,
Uh-huh.
not just performing, but even just visiting. And I've seen all the messages coming in since we announced tickets, since we announced the show, and I can see that there's just a lot of excitement and passion and love, and I can't wait to be there to experience it in person. I can't wait to be there with my band. Um, and yeah, it's just there's a lot of anticipation and excitement all around.
Okay. Now, I know there's lots of excitement, anticipation, but how are the preparations, towards the 17th of June coming along, though? I think, a very important question, what can the South African Makkel expect?
I think our shows always have this deep, intense, and joyful energy in them, and the shows are like a journey where my various film songs, both in Tamil and Telugu, we kind of weave it into a whole arc and a journey. So, what the Makkar can expect, what they can come expecting is just super high energy versions of the songs that they've made so popular. The biggest hits of mine, both from the high energy pieces to the more intimate, very sensitive pieces, covers like Nila Kaigrada that I love, love, love to do. Obviously, songs like Inkem Kavale, Maruarte, Yannodu Nirandal. And the interesting thing is, it's been a while since I've done a show with all these songs. It's been a few months at least. So, the first show back after taking a little bit of a break is always the most. There's just a certain raw energy that comes out, and it's gonna be breathing through the whole set. Through all these songs, and I can't wait to sing along, with the audiences there through all these songs. Srivalli,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
That's a very
all of
popular
them.
number, I must say. Srivali, Kalavati, Kanjapuva Kanale, which was a song number 1, song of the year, on Southside FM's, song of the year. It was actually Kanjapuva Kanale. So, that comes to my next question. What are some of the songs? If you can give us a little hint or insights, of some of the songs that you'll actually be singing for us.
Yeah, it'll be starting from the first song that I ever sang for Tamil film Adiye,
Ah,
kicking
okay.
off with that, and that's normally how we start the show. Start with that and go on the whole journey. I've been doing this now for a decade, which is even crazy to say, but over this course of these 10 years, there's been various points of just very powerful music that I've had the blessing of being a part of. Um, some of our favorites are songs like Kanjapu Kanala, which just brings a different energy from the rest of my songs. And then obviously songs like Anbe Pe Anbe, songs I've done with Yuvan Yane Vittu. So like from like as far back as 2012 to as recent as this year, I had the immense blessing of recording a song with Dara Mansar again this year in Tamil called Nisingam Dan from the film Pattatala. So this will be our first time ever performing that song live, which I'm super excited about.
Okay, it sounds like energy and jam packed. We can really expect a lot. Now, enough about what we as the Makkel of South Africa can expect. You have shared enough about that. Now, please tell us, what do you expect from the Makkel on that night? Do you want us to sing along in the crowd? You tell us what you
Of
want from
course.
us.
The only one rule I have for my shows is everyone, because when we perform on stage, we just kind of let go and really um, surrender to the energy, and there's no inhibition. So that's the only rule I have for everyone that shares in this experience with us on that night is no inhibitions. If you feel like moving, move. If you feel like jumping around, jump. Sing along, sing your heart out. Because this really is, I feel like the songs I've been a part of, the way that we do our live shows, it's a safe space where the only thing that matters is the emotional connection. So um, that's what I want every single person in there to feel. I want them to feel like they can just enjoy in the music and the energy without having to think about anything else. Just be present and once again, no inhibition. So sing along, dance as you please.
No, definitely. And we actually, what you've explained is what we see in those clips on Instagram for that matter. When you compose music and when you are in your element, that's what you do. You go along with the vibe, you go along with the tune, and that just shows the love that you have for music as well.
Sure, thank you.
Now, I've seen that you recently released an English single. Now, tell us, more about that. Can we expect a full English album at the concert?
I'll definitely do a couple songs. The single's called "Do the Dance." It's from an album I'll be releasing later this year.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it'll be fun to include a couple of those numbers as well.
No, definitely. Now, talking about Do the Dance, I know I've been watching a few of those videos on YouTube, and in your interview with ET Canada, on the release of that single, you mentioned that it would be a dream to work with Rihanna. Now, do you see that happening very soon?
I can right now. I'm focused on my album that I'm going to be putting out, but I would love. I've been a fan of so many of the pieces of music that she's put out over the years. So, yeah, I think it'd be awesome. When the time is right.
No, definitely. And I promise you, I can say I heard the smile or the giggle when I asked you that. I'm sure you would love to actually perform with Rihanna.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, we follow you as the Muckle. We follow you on Instagram, and you sometimes share your lyrics and process of composing your songs and bringing it to life. I think that's one of the things that the people in general across the globe take to the way you put music together. How does this whole composing of a song start? What sparks your creativity? Because we can see that you in your creative space, but in your element. What really sparks that?
I think it's just everyday things. I just try to be as observant and present as possible on a daily kind of level, and just taking everything that's going on, and that inevitably will spark some sort of a thought. It could be something simple like I remember when I was driving in India once months ago, we were just at a traffic light, and there was like an empty billboard. It was just white and it was like rusting, but something about that, I don't know what it was exactly, but at a subconscious level, it triggers some sort of an emotional reaction. And I just have tried to be as aware when I have those emotional reactions, because those are like, those moments are lightning in a bottle for inspiration to think of something to write about. And it could be a song, it could just be me writing words down and posting it up. It's really whatever. But I think, yeah, to have a mode of self-expression is very special,
Yeah,
and
definitely.
it's very important to me, and I'm always humbled and grateful that these words or the music or whatever, that it resonates with people around the world.
No, it definitely does. I think we can put a stamp on it from South Africa's side. It definitely does resonate, and we really enjoyed. But, talking about you being in your element and the fact that you have such love and dedication for music, we're very curious to know, besides music, what else does Sid Sriram like to do in his spare time?
I'll be honest with you. I think like music is at the center of almost everything that goes on in my day. It has become that. It hasn't always been that. When I was younger, there was obviously like other. You know what? No, I can't say that either. Since as far back as I can remember, music has been something that feels very elemental and fundamental to every day. But there's things that I've discovered as offshoots from music. Like I've become just an avid reader in the last 8 to 9 years. I like to watch films and kind of taken that. Just like regular stuff too. I'm currently in New York, so just walking around and exploring cities. I think one of the things I can't wait to do when I'm in South Africa is really kind of just kind of be out a little bit and understand, explore the culture. I think that's fascinating. So that's something I like to do. And I love watching basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, my team, the Golden State Warriors, they're in the playoffs right now. This is a team I've always followed. So I like watching basketball. That's probably the most leisure thing I do.
Oh no. Okay, all right. But definitely, I think Woodmark Events South Africa, the team there will definitely be taking you around South Africa and specifically in KwaZulu Natal, in Durban. And there's lots to see. We've got a diverse culture and, people. So I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. And as well as our cuisine, very unique to South Africa.
I'm looking forward to all of that.
No, definitely. Now, what new projects are you working with in the South Indian film industry that we should, look out for? Is there anything new?
That will have everyone will know when the songs come out. That's my stock answer for that. It's not for me to speak on it before it comes out, but yeah,
Uh,
I'm always recording. And yeah, it's always a pleasure to work with these composers that come up with such beautiful compositions,
mm.
both in terms of like seasoned legends as well as upcoming composers. So there's definitely music I've been recording, and it will come out um, in the coming months. And I trust that everyone will support and show love as they have so far.
No, your songs have a lot of soul, so I know for sure we will definitely enjoy it as most, actually, all of your songs are played on Southside FM. Now, talking about the fact that you're very curious to know about the culture here in South Africa and get to know about it and travel a bit, are you up for a safari tour to get to know about our Big Five?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, definitely. That's the kind of stuff I really like. As a kid, or not even just a kid, always, I've just been very fascinated with um, natural life, various animals. So I think that would be awesome. Super down.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna put that in the diary there for Woodmarks to actually put that together for you. But I'm sure you're gonna enjoy it. I think that's one of the unique things that you can only do in Africa, in South Africa, for that matter.
Awesome.
Okay, so one of the things we talk about here is, and I'm moving on, is the fact that there's a lot of pressure on you, and I think many people go and put you on this pedestal because of your the hits, one after the other hits that you've given the South Indian community and actually everybody globally at large. Does that put any pressure on you to actually with your future albums? Does that put any pressure?
No,
Does it put you in a fix sometimes?
no, never. I think I'm in love with the fact that I get to do what I do every day. So there's like no pressure. This is like every day is a dream. I wake up and I get to make music, record music. I get to sing. I get to do this thing that lights a fire within my soul, and I get to do that every day. So there's no pressure. I do always have this sense of urgency with how I work,
Mm-hmm.
because I have so much more that I want to do, and I feel like people have only seen a small percentage of what I have to contribute and offer to the world of music. And it's been a blessing so far, but there's still so much more to do. So there's never this thought of like, oh, can I live up to this or that? Or it's a constant journey, and I'll say this: I also feel like I get better every day. So that is the driving force behind everything, and yeah, that's it. And I say this thing: all love, no hate. I think a part of that, the ethos of that, is also not comparing yourself to anything, past versions of yourself, other people, whatever. It's just like to continue forward on the journey constantly.
No, definitely. And with that motivational part of you, the weekend that you are coming through is the Youth Weekend. We are celebrating Youth Day on the 16th of June, and the show is on the 17th. Now, what's your message to all the youngsters, and this being a youth show? What's your message to the youngsters of South Africa that's listening right now?
Well, first, I love that the show and Youth Day are coinciding like that. That's awesome. I think my message is don't be afraid to be yourself. It's kind of a cliche that I'm sure people hear all the time, but I think especially um, don't like embrace your culture, whatever your relationship is with it. Embrace it. and dig to really kind of find and define who you are. And then once that work is done, that foundation is built, sky is the limit. So I think that's what I would say. Do the work to um, to know and embrace who you are at your core.
No, definitely. And lastly, I just want to know what's your message to Southside FM listeners as a whole? All the muckle that's ready to meet you, they all feel it's a once in a lifetime opportunity to hear you sing on the 17th of June at the ICC Durban. Thanks to yourself, your team, and Woodmark Event South Africa. What's your message to them?
I think I'd say two things. First is I'm supremely grateful that you all have showed me so much love and loved these songs. And I wanted to say that the experience when we perform it live, everyone together in one space, it's something truly magical about it. So first is I can't wait to see you all there. Let's make it a night that will be one for the ages. That's first. And I think two is the constant message of all love, no hate. That is something that I'll always persist and stick with everything that I do. So I look forward to being present, being in South Africa finally, and to share in some beautiful, beautiful, positive, loving energy. It's going to be something special.
Okay, no, definitely. You speak about all love and no hate. Where did that come from? I'm very curious. I have to know.
It just kind of started off as something I was reminding myself of when there was a point in time where I was just getting more aware of, the thoughts that we feed ourselves, what we pay attention to, what we give energy to, what we don't.
Mm.
There's a point where I just started becoming more acutely aware of the way I interacted with those various things. And as I did that, it's something I started telling myself. And these are both pretty big words, love and hate. They're very vast and, words that carry a certain weight.
Mm-hmm.
But I could just feel myself when I would tend towards the side of negativity, hatred, disdain, all these things. It never led to anything fulfilling. Whereas when I went and moved in the direction of love, joy, kindness, honesty, light, those things, and made a conscious effort to go in that direction, um, there's infinitely more to gain from
No,
the
definitely.
world, the people around you, the universe when you move that way. So as I saw that happening in real life, it's just something that's been deeply instilled in
Yeah.
my everyday.
Oh, that's great. No, that's great to know. I was always being curious. Now, the very important part for me to conclude in is I think it's a very important moment because I had the opportunity of you wishing me a happy birthday in December. Now, I'd like to take this opportunity on behalf of all the South African Mucker Southside FM family to wish you a blessed birthday on the 19th of May. May God bless you and may it be a year that's filled with possibilities and lots of laughter and love.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Okay,
Thank you.
so what's the plans on that day?
I'm not sure. Just gonna take it as it comes. Time.
Okay, all right, no, definitely. But thank you so much, Mr. Sriram, for that. We really appreciate it. God bless, and we cannot wait to see you on the 17th of June.